This solution is for question 10 about the number of boys and girls in the school hall. Okay, there was an equal number of boys and girls. Okay, so we know that the number of boys and girls are the same. Every time we see keywords like equal number, usually we can equalize something. Okay, so here comes the keyword equalize again. So we're going to equalize the total number of boys and the total number of girls. So here goes. We have a fraction that says 3/5 of the boys. Now, which number is the numerator or the denominator, 3 or 5, suggests to us the total number of boys? Is it 3 or 5? I hope you're thinking about 5 because 5 states the total number of boys. Okay, denominator is usually the whole, WHOLE. The other fraction is 5 out of 6 of the girls. Okay, I believe you know by now which number suggests the total number of girls. I hope you're thinking about number 6, the denominator again. So, once we identify that we can equalize this total number of boys and girls, the next question we ask ourselves is, what is the lowest common multiple of 5 and 6? Okay, we can equalize, right here. Equalizing means making them the same number as usual, okay, by multiplying certain numbers, okay, until the answer becomes the same. So it's 5 and 6, 6 and 5. This side, if you times 6 to get 30, the numerator also has to times 6 to get 18. And 6 times 5 to get 30, the numerator also must times 5 to get 25. Meaning out of 30 units of boys, 18 remain in the 18 units of boys remain in the hall. As for the girls, okay, these are the boys, this is for the girls. So out of 30 units of girls, 25 units remain in the hall. That is the interpretation for this two new fraction. Now, let's look at the third sentence. If there were 21 more boys as many than girls. Oh, okay, this one, the wording is a bit weird. If there were 21 more boys as many as girls left the hall. Okay, so we want to find out the number of units of children who left the hall. So we can't be looking at this 18 and 25 units now because this 18 out of 30 and this 25 out of 30 are those who remain in the hall. So we need to do a bit of subtraction. This would be the total minus those who remain. This would be the number of units of boys who left the hall. Okay. Likewise for the girls. This would be the total fraction for the girls minus those who remain. So we can find out that 5 out of 30 of the girls left the hall. So 5 out of 30 of the girls left the hall. Okay, so now that we have prepared the fraction of the boys who have left the hall and the fraction for the girls who have left the hall, let's work this out. 12 out of 30, this will be the fraction for the boys and this will be the fraction of the girls. We're left with 7 units. Okay, so you can actually focus only on the numerator. Okay, you can only focus on the numerator because all this can be taken as units on their own. The 30 is just the base where we've already equalized. So this 7 units is the difference then, and we can conclude that 7 units is 21. And then again, we can find 1 unit. Finally, we are able to use the third step to get to the answer straight away. How many pupils remain in the hall? Oh, let's trace back to the front. Okay, so there are a few confusing fractions here, right? Yeah. So which are the ones to find to relate to those who remain? Okay, this, let me use another color. Okay, this part in red. Okay, one very important tip, right, is that you need to write down certain words that help you to trace back. But in this case, teacher Lee did not trace back. So what I can do is I will trace back and start writing now, okay? So what are these fractions? 18 out of 30 and 25 out of 30. These are those who remain, right? So at first, if we have written this down, we won't be this confused, okay? Now that we've got to trace back and then think again, that will be a bit confusing, okay? But not too late. Okay, those who left, So with this clearly stated, we can also conclude that these 18 units are those who remain. These 25 units are the girls who remain. Since they want how many pupils, we can add this 18 and 25 together to find out the total number of pupils who remain in the hall. Okay? So this, what numbers again? 18 and 25. And then we have that. We can find out the number of units that we want to, and that will be the answer. Okay? Again, 3 steps. Amazing, right? So let's recap. If we equalize them properly, equalize the correct component, and we work out the fraction properly. Okay, this is a bit confusing, but to make it really simple, the denominator, the out of 30, can be ignored. So if you look at it for now, ignore all the 30 and just focus on the numerator. Think of it as units. You'll be able to understand these 3 unitary statements as usual. Hope that helps.